Hidden for centuries, buried in the sands of time, lie ancient texts that challenge what we know about early Christianity. What are these lost Gospels, and why were they forgotten? Join us as we uncover the mystery of the lost Gospels. For centuries, the Christian faith has been shaped by the four canonical Gospels: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. But history tells us that many other accounts of Jesus' life and teachings once existed. These so-called lost Gospels offer alternative perspectives, sometimes differing greatly from the traditional biblical narrative. To understand the importance of these texts, we must first look at the context in which they were written. The early Christian world was incredibly diverse, with different groups interpreting Jesus' teachings in unique ways. Some focused on his role as a divine savior, while others emphasized his wisdom and teachings. Among the most famous lost Gospels is the Gospel of Thomas, a collection of Jesus' sayings that emphasize wisdom over miracles. Unlike the canonical Gospels, Thomas does not narrate Jesus' birth, death, or resurrection. Instead, it presents him as a teacher of divine knowledge, guiding his followers to enlightenment. Then, there's the Gospel of Mary Magdalene, a text that offers a radical perspective on one of Jesus' closest followers. In this gospel, Mary is portrayed as having a deep understanding of Jesus' teachings, even more so than some of the male disciples. This challenges traditional narratives about her role and raises questions about the early leadership of the Christian movement. Other texts, like the Gospel of Judas, present even more controversial ideas. In this gospel, Judas Iscariot is not the traitor we know from the Bible, but rather a trusted disciple following Jesus' instructions. If true, this would radically change how we view one of the most infamous figures in Christian history. Many of these texts were written in the early centuries of Christianity, a time of great diversity in beliefs. Some challenged established doctrines, while others presented Jesus in a more mystical or philosophical light. But as Christianity became institutionalized, these writings were suppressed, labeled as heretical, and in some cases, destroyed. The Council of Nicaea in 325 AD played a key role in determining which texts were considered authoritative, shaping the Christian canon as we know it today. Yet, the search for lost Gospels continues. In 1945, the discovery of the Nag Hammadi Library in Egypt unveiled a treasure trove of forgotten Christian writings. Hidden for centuries, these documents provided scholars with an unprecedented look into early Christian thought. More recently, advanced imaging techniques have allowed researchers to reconstruct damaged texts, revealing insights once thought lost forever. These lost Gospels remind us that faith has always been diverse. They challenge us to consider how history is written and who gets to decide which stories are told. By exploring these texts, we gain a richer understanding of early Christianity and our own spiritual journey. So, what do these texts mean for us today? Do they offer hidden truths, or are they simply relics of a forgotten past? The mystery of the lost Gospels is far from over. Keep searching, keep questioning, and who knows what secrets may yet be uncovered.